Fitness startup Peloton is preparing for an IPO that could value the company at $8 billion. While Peloton has created a following with customers snapping up stationary bikes that cost more than $2,000, some industry watchers say the real money is in its class subscriptions that cost $40 a month. So is Peloton a fitness startup or a streaming service for a fitness audience? I want to bring in Bloomberg's Olivia Zaleski in the newsroom for us. Olivia, which is it?
You know, I've really been thinking of Peloton more as a media company, not as a hardware company, which I think a lot of people, they hear about the $2,000 bike, they think that that's so expensive. But really, I think the real money to be made for Peloton is in its subscriptions for yoga classes, boot camps. It even has a class for running. Those cost about $19.99 a month. And apparently, the company is selling a lot of them.
So what kind of growth is Peloton seeing in the bikes themselves and the subscriptions?
We don't know what the growth looks like. They haven't revealed those numbers yet. We do understand, though, from sources at the company that the subscription for the non-hardware product for the classes is doing extremely well. And that seems that investors are very, very interested in that. So they're starting to value Peloton as more of a media company.
They raised $550 million in a funding round last year that valued the company at $4.15 billion. The CEO was on the show at that time. What is the outlook for the IPO here?
Well, incredibly, they're actually looking to raise to have their IPO between $8 and $10 billion, which is a huge jump there. So clearly they feel very confident going into this IPO. They seem to think that investors will jump in at $8 billion or more. So we'll have to see what happens.
So who is Peloton's competition exactly?
You know, that's a very good question. I think it's really sort of like the gym, Equinox. They're targeting very wealthy people who can afford the $2,000 bike, but they're also now targeting people that can't afford the $2,000 bike, that just want to be able to go to a SoulCycle class once in a while, but maybe do that at home with the stationary bike that they already own. So they're trying to reach everybody.
So how does this fit into the tech IPO pipeline this year? I mean, we're waiting on Lyft potentially to happen very soon.
Oh, there are so many IPOs happening this year. There are a lot of them. So this one we should expect to be happening, early summer is what it looks like. But we really, again, don't know the exact timing. We're hoping that Lyft releases its S1 this week. Then we should see Uber going. So there are a lot of things happening at tech IPOs.